Hey guys, this is Kara from Bagger Syndicate Cycles. I just want to let you know about a place where you can get the greatest apparel, top of the notch, all about baggers, bikers, and brotherhood. And ladies, don't you worry, we didn't forget about you. Check it out at baggersyndicatecycles.com. Mwah.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show, boys! Yachty, man, did you see her eyes? Kara, you're gonna get a lot of fans, man. That is Bagger Syndicate Cycle. That's where I get all my hats. Look behind me if you're over on YouTube and Facebook. I get them all, man. I love them. I love my hats, boy. So get over there, baggersyndicatecycles.com. Get and support some independent bikers. That's what you gotta do, man. Forget Harley Davidson and all them. They have the cooler stuff over there. Also, man, I want to say thanks over to Cycle Tribe Chronicles for the shirt. What a surprise. And also the CT by Del Tano. Gotta love it, man. Get your copy now. Awesome stuff, man. What a surprise. If you want to send shirts and all that stuff to me to wear on air, P.O. Box 38, Rockton, Illinois, 61072. Insane Throttle. Today, we got a bunch of news, a lot of good news that the biker scene's doing. I don't do enough. I got to start doing better, man. I really do. Just seems like, most of the headlines are always the bad stuff. So we're going to try to get some good stuff out there. And of course, we got our listener call-ins later on in the show. Right after the news, we do that right before my final thoughts. Also, last month, and I didn't cover this, and I should have covered this, even though we did not see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, but we have to give him a shout out for the contributions that he was always making to the biker scene. Charles Davis, also known as Agent Rebel, he passed away last month, I guess, from a fall and an injury to the head. So we wanted to give a shout out to him. Again, we didn't get along much on, competition probably, but the way we look at things. But you got to give the guy his dues. Our thoughts go out to the family. Hopefully they find comfort in what he did during his life. Books, I believe one of his books was out bad. I haven't read any of them, but I heard they were good, got good reviews, and he was always, he was a good writer when it came to covering court cases and stuff. So again, Insane Throttle, myself, throw out our condolences to his family and stuff. But it's always sad when you get people in biker entertainment, because it is a new industry that passed away too early. We had Rebel, now we had, plus Good Time Charlie. And Good Time Charlie was one of those that actually got me started in this business. So a lot of good people, meeting their ends too young. That's sad state of affairs, man. Sad state of affairs. Anyway, let's get to the news, shall we? Okay, this is one of them good stories I really like presenting, where bikers come together and really step up for kids. Kids are the most wonderful thing in the world. I know I got 5 grandbabies and 5 kids, so you gotta love kids, their innocence and stuff like that. That's why, boy, do I get going when something happens to them. But this is a good thing. Out of ABC11.com, Steve Daniels, Ride for Charlotte. Wake County toddler with leukemia wants to see motorcycles for her birthday, and these women are stepping up. Let's give a listen.
Birthday. Charlotte was diagnosed with leukemia last July, and she's undergone surgery, 2
happens
bone
to
marrow
kids.
aspirations, and a lot of chemotherapy. The women of the Chrome Angels Motorcycle Club are organizing this charity ride for Charlotte coming up on Saturday in Wake County. Motorcyclists are encouraged to join Charlotte's family for the ride by meeting at Tobacco Road, Harley Davidson in Raleigh, or Wake Lawn Elementary School in Zebulon. Bikers will ride through eastern Wake County past Charlotte's house, and they'll end at Locked and Loaded in Garner. Riders are asked to donate $20 each. 100% of the proceeds will go to Charlotte and her family to help with medical expenses. We have more information about the big ride at abc11.com.
Rock and roll, man. That is freaking awesome right there. Let's get some more information on this. Charlotte just wrapped up her first year of treatment for B-cell acute lymphoma blastic leukemia. Man, that tears me apart. So young, man. So young. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people, they support St. Jude's Children's Hospital. If you haven't supported them and you're a biker, what the hell is wrong with you? I think for like a $20 a month donation, you guys probably spend that on beer. Give $20. Become a supporting member of St. Jude's, because what they do down there is just fabulous for these kids. They fly to families down there. The families don't have to pay nothing from what I understand. So support them, will you? She has undergone 2 bone marrow aspirations and countless doses of chemotherapy. And if you know people that's been through chemotherapy, man, oh my God, it tears a person up. Can you imagine a 2-year-old going through that, guys and gals? According to her mother's post on Facebook, members of the all-female Road Sirens chapter of the Chrome Angels, rock and roll, man, rock and roll, hats off to you, gals. Motorcycle Riding Club are recruiting people to participate in Charlotte's birthday parade. They will have a registration table at the Wackland Elementary School on Pimpin Road in Zublon. Participants should arrive to register by 11:20 on Saturday. Riders are encouraged to donate $20 to help for Charlotte's medical care. The family will also be collecting birthday gifts. So get out there with a ton of birthday gifts for this kid. Nearly 200 people have registered. Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson is helping organize the event. There is more information. All you have to do is click on the article and you can get the information. But you go, Charlotte. You give it hell, honey. You got this. Stay strong, kiddo. Now, let's go to another one. Another good story here. Local motorcycle club donates water to the homeless. And in Tucson, oh my God, Tucson. I remember flying through there once. And dry heat my ass. Dry heat my ass. I'll take freaking the humidity any day. It is hot out there. You know what? I could have swore when I got off a plane and transferred, went down that hall, and that heat hit me, I swore I seen the devil, crying for some lemonade. That's how hot it was there. You guys are nuts living out there. Tucson easily reaches 100 degrees. You nuts. In the middle of summer, a local group is giving back to those dealing with extreme heat. And we actually covered a story on this motorcycle club over at HarleyLiberty.com before. The Show Riders Motorcycle Club decided that with everything going on in the world right now, they wanted to do something good. That's why they collected and donated water to those in need. Listen to this. Over 1,600 bottles of water were collected. 1,600. Over the past month to give out at different parks in the Tucson area, including Udall Park, Santa Rita Park, U of A, and Anza Park. Rock and roll, guys. Quote, it's just been getting really hot out with the fires and all that. I feel like it's made it hotter also. So I just wanted to give back, and water is the best way to give back, said Jalen Sessi, prospect of the Show Riders Motorcycle Club. Yeah, you're damn right, it's hot out there. The roads are brown, that's how hot it is. The group says that while the homeless can be overlooked, their group does not forget about them, and they just want to do their part to help where they can. And that's a lot of motorcycle clubs that do this kind of stuff. They just don't get credit for it. You know how it works. Anybody who has a patch on automatically is bad people and all that stuff. Of course, if you're a Leo Motorcycle Club, that don't pertain to them. And most of the time, the no colors policy don't pertain to them. Must be nice. Quote, a lot of people don't even think twice about them or what situation they're in. And right now, we're in the triple-digit degrees out here. It's over 100 degrees. And they definitely need the help, said Jacon Francis, Show Riders Motorcycle Club member. Can you imagine what our boys and girls had to deal with over in Kuwait or frickin' Iraq and Afghanistan with that heat? Doesn't it reach 130 degrees over there? I don't know. Oh my God. You know what it is? I'm a four seasons kind of guy. Even though I bitch during the wintertime. Yeah, I like that winter time, especially at times right now. It's been 98 degrees here, and humidity puts the index way up there. It's you're kidding me, right? This belongs out west. Screw this. They have been gathering water from many different sources, collecting themselves, donations from friends, and even clients from their full-time jobs have pitched in. Quote, I'm a barber at Royalty Barber Lounge, so I had clients come and donate waters. I took money off of haircuts and stuff like that to collect the waters also. Rock and Roll Show Riders Motorcycle Club for going out there helping the homeless and helping people with water. And you know what? That is actually a great gift when it comes to Tucson, man. You guys are crazy living out there. I have a friend that lives out there, boy, and he just got involved in an accident stuff. So hopefully you're doing good. And everything's coming together for you. Now, let's go over to the Scottish Sun. Yes, I get people that complain a little bit that I don't cover, enough freaking overseas news. So I'm going to cover it a little bit. You know what I should do? I need somebody, what? Maybe I need to start franchises Insane Throttle, man, so people can cover their local stuff over there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Disgraceful. Biker gang sparks outrage by camping on Commando Memorial Site in the Scottish Highlands. Man, not good. David Irwin out of the Scottish Sun newspaper. See, the Sun, it sounds like National Enquirer over here, but it probably isn't over there. It's a lot different. A number of bikers have erected tents and barbecues at the Commando Memorial in Lochaber this evening. You just see the tents there. If you're over on the radio, get your butts over here. You just see all that stuff. An annual memorial service is held at the site. Our commandos over there, man. And you know what? The United States and Britain's always shared that unique relationship. So, anytime one of theirs gets hurt, we all feel for them as well. The Category A listed memorial is dedicated to the men of the original British commando forces in World War II. The memorial is also used as a final resting place for commandos with ashes scattered at the site's Garden of Remembrance. It comes after the Royal Marine charity plans for a memorial gathering and parade were scrapped due to COVID-19. And we're going to talk a little bit about that later on because I think there needs to be some stuff said. Locals have been left fuming with the disrespectful group have been allowed to remain on the site despite cops visiting the scene after complaints were made. One former commando, and they can blast you if, they serve. That place is sacrosanct to all commandos and their ashes scattered there. It's not good enough they are being allowed to camp on a war memorial. I don't know if it's in the parking lot or... I don't think they're on the memorial, are they? I don't know. I feel sickened by this. It's very upsetting, and Scots have slammed the group for camping on the grounds on social media. One said, quote, absolutely vile people. How disrespectful to the commandos who fought wars to save their freedom. I cannot believe that the police are not moving on them. I hope they don't leave litter. You know, most of the time, I know it over here in the United States, when bikers camp out, they're not litter bugs. That's more than what we can say for those squatters and protesters. But usually bikers really clean up, real good. They leave it better than when they came. Another wrote, this is the only site in the UK where I can honor the memory of my grandfather who was Commando and gave his life in the action in the Netherlands. I am so upset and disappointed. And then it keeps on going with, more type of comments. A Police Scotland spokesperson said officers have been made aware of complaints around a group camping at Commando Memorial. Officers attended and spoke to the group. Advice has been given, and the group have advised they will move on in the morning and will clean up after themselves, which cool, rock and roll. Officers will continue to monitor the area during the night. So there you go. That's some news from overseas in Europe. People a little more temperamental there, but I can see why with this one. A memorial site, that's a no-go, guys. What's going on with you guys? Now, let's go to Corey Graff's Wall of Shame. Warren police officer jailed on assault charges. Remember what I said? There's always three things with these cops usually. It's assault, domestic, then you get into the sexual crimes and the drug crimes. Everything, man. Yesterday's segment, we actually had a cop, man. They got busted for mushrooms, man. Even though, you know what I mean? MacombDaily.com. A Warren police officer spent Sunday behind bars after he was arrested in northern Macomb County for an alleged assault, possibly involving his former wife. Well, there you go. Surprise, surprise. Anwar Mohammed Khan was being held in the Macomb County Jail in Mount Clemens on a charge of assault with a dangerous weapon. You know, not only did he assault her, but he had to have a weapon. He was arrested the 4th of July. Khan, 48, is scheduled to be arraigned. He is, let's see what they said. Macomb County Sheriff Anthony Wickersham on Sunday evening confirmed the arrest, but would not provide further details. Quote, "We do have Warren police officer in the jail without naming Khan." Wickersham, it's like Mr. Wizard, said the case would be reviewed Monday morning by the Macomb County prosecutor. So that's probably already happened at the time of this airing. Records show Khan filed for divorce from his former wife, Melissa, in June 2019. He filed for interim custody and parenting time of the couple's children, along with the divorce papers. Judge Rachel Wenzillo approved the divorce in January. Khan was also involved in an incident involving a former Warren police commander who accused of threatening a potential witness in a criminal case. This guy no good. No good. Arthur Gill was accused of assaulting Carlton Torres while on duty and then retaliating against another officer, Khan, who witnessed the incident by filing a false police report. There's another one. Always filing them false police reports, man. That's why I say if you ever get pulled over, make sure you go live on like Facebook, Instagram, something like that. Yeah, so you got a record of that stuff. But anyway, he is our new inductee into the Wall of Shame, Anwar Mohammed Khan. Yes, Corey Graff got your ass. Let's do one last one, man. The Philadelphia Inquirer, Philadelphia police officer arrested, charged with a robbery. A robbery by Robert Moran. A 40-year-old police officer was arrested and charged Thursday for his alleged role in a 2017 robbery and assault of people at a business in the city of Feltonville section. Louis Miranda, you're also in the Wall of Shame. And two alleged co-conspirators, Gregory Escalin, 56, and his son Juan Lewis, 32, conspired to rob people participating in gambling activity at a business on the 4200 block of Rising Sun Avenue. 15 people were robbed and threatened, and some were assaulted. You know what? You hit the wrong card game or wrong gambling spot in one of these cities, boy, you're not going to like the outcome. He faces 15 counts of robbery, 15 counts of conspiracy, and other related charges. Miranda also faces charges related to drug offenses and misusing police department resources for criminal purposes. He was suspended for 30 days with intent to dismiss. The police department said he had been on the force for 12 years and was last assigned to the 18th district. So you know what's going to happen in Philly is now they got to review all his arrests, and some people might be getting out of jail. But let's go to some listener thoughts on the show, and then I'll get on to my final thoughts.
Today's show, best ever. About time somebody had the nuts to say what everybody else feels. Keep up the good work. You just get better and better, brother. Amen. Have a good day.
I don't know about being funny unless you got visuals. You won't be able to see my face. This is Ron Cruz. Left you a couple messages and type, but now I'm calling you to let you know what I think about the world as a whole, or should I say asshole. It's run by assholes. It's run by Muslims. It's run by politics, and it's all about power. I've got more respect for motorcycle clubs than I do the government. The government is the one I consider to be a gang. Raping little kids, you know, like the Boy Scouts and priests do. Going to Epstein's Island, raping little girls. You know, clubs don't do stuff like that. They're one for one. They get stuff done. So what? Drugs? Weapons? Prostitution? Show me a politician that isn't involved in that. Of course, it's not going to be advertised like they try to dig up on them two-wheel riding bikers, you know. It's a bunch of shit. As far as being a veteran, I fought for freedom for not only myself, but for everybody else. And it seems like all these snowflakes are just being cut over in a corner, being told what to do like the sheeple that they are, obeying the government like the government wants. Muslims coming over, being in Congress. Back in my day, in my dad's day, everybody in that White House used to be a war active veteran. Everybody had a job. Everybody knew what they were doing. Shit, when they were doing drugs, they knew what was going to happen with the drugs. These days, people are overdosing on marijuana because there's fentanyl in this shit. You know? It's all about money. And it all comes from the government, how they governed this world. They manufactured what is going on right now. And the sad fact is, which Stevie Wonder could see, is all these brainwashed, robotic, following sheeple are still paying for it. Still saying, hey, we know what we're doing, as their kids walk around with a one parent in the house and not knowing nothing about history. Now they're tearing down history. Aunt Jemima, famous for her pancake syrup. Uncle Ben's famous for his rice. We're going to change that. Don't you dare call Frosty ice cream Eskimo, you know, because that's racist. It's a bunch of shit, a bunch of crybabies. I fly a rebel flag, I ride American, and if there's a problem with that, hey, I might get old, but my trigger finger still works great, and I've got 20/20 vision. You're going to force me to wear a mask? Lots of luck there. You're going to force me to shoot some kind of baby abortions in my arm because of this COVID?
All right, man. Kind of ran out there real quick, but wanted to thank everybody for the call-ins, giving your thoughts on the show. 847-957-1686, and your message could be played right here on Insane Throttle's Motorcycle Madhouse Biker News. So, my final thoughts. Wait. Give me a pound rock on. Didn't I forget about that? You know, it is 2020 right now, and I am flabbergasted that there hasn't been a cure for cancer yet. You know, a lot of people say there probably is, and they're probably right, man, because, you know, there's more money in, you know, the treatment than there is the cure. But little kids, man, that just breaks my heart. And again, St. Jude's, what you guys do over at that hospital, you guys, a lot of kudos to you guys for helping them families and them kids. Hopefully Charlotte, she stays strong, pulls through, and it's great that a 2-year-old, she wanted to see motorcycles in a parade. We need to start teaching our youngins, man, start raising them around the motorcycle life, just like a lot of us were raised, and I think a lot of us turned out pretty damn good because of that. Sitting there wrenching with the old timers, you know, that was the best thing that could happen to me as a kid, and we really need to start that again. You know, we complain about this new generation. Well, I say my generation were the idiots that didn't do it right and teach them the right way, like we were taught by the Vietnam vet generation. So that is something we really need to start concentrating on. You know, with the grandkids, you know, that I got, I'm going to be, you know, hey, you know, let's mess around with the bike. You know, my one granddaughter, first thing she does when she sees that bike, she wants to get on there. So that kind of makes me happy and stuff. You know, I'm kind of nervous, you know, but yeah, we need to really get them around the lifestyle and teach them right and wrong, because it doesn't take a village to raise a kid. What it takes is the parents to be involved, give them a good ass whooping when they need it, and teach them the right way. You know, nobody should be responsible for your kids. You know, the schools, my God, what they put in their freaking heads. You got to be in their life. You got to teach them. You got to show them the right way. But hopefully one day, you know, cancer will be gone, and a lot of people can survive it. It just tears you up when you hear that kind of stuff. Also, you know, the good that bikers do, I really love hearing them stories. BikerLifestyleMagazine.com is the sister site to HarleyLiberty.com. Make sure you go over there. We have articles all the time, not only on the tech stuff, the motorcycle industry news, but bikers doing a hell of a freaking job for the community. And, you know, you got to give them a hands up, because the biker community is really charity based. Regardless what Leo has to say, they are real involved in their communities and make sure that people are taken care of. Just like this little 2-year-old girl who wanted to see the motorcycles. So that's great stuff right there. You know, I was going to talk about the COVID-19 stuff a little bit with the masks, I guess, out of Dane County, Wisconsin. Now, anytime you're in an indoor business, it's now required that you wear a mask. With the testing going on, it seems like, you know, it might be towards herd immunity. If you don't know what that is, go take a look at it. But everybody says that, you know, eventually everybody's going to catch it. They say there's a vaccine that's going to be out by the end of the year, beginning of next year. I don't know about taking some of these vaccines right away, man. I know with the epilepsy stuff that I had, I'd stay away from meds that were, you know, less than 5 years old. So... But with that, don't forget to support your independent biker business, man, like BaggerSyndicateCycles.com. Go over and check out, yes, the Cycle Tribe Chronicles, man. I think they're over on Amazon Prime. They do have some YouTube stuff and good, you know, great people, man. Ruben's awesome. I love them guys. They old school right there. But with that, don't forget, take us on your ride. Listen to us at work, Spotify, iTunes. Get us on there, man. Bookmark us. And don't forget to share us on your social media. I will appreciate it. And leave your thoughts on the show, man. 847-957-1686. And if I don't get back to you right away, man, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's just because I got a lot of freaking people calling. So talk to you guys then, man. You guys be safe.
Now available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and more. Don't forget to become a subscriber on any one of these platforms so you can be notified right away when our weekly episode is uploaded so you never miss an episode.
Hi, this is James Hollywood Machikari. Join our YouTube channel and get Motorcycle Madhouse and tons of videos related to the bikers. Join now by subscribing for free and become part of the Throttle today. Always free and always entertaining. Don't forget to visit us at www.harleyliberty.com for your daily biker news. Rock on!